I could go farther, but the shoulders hit the back of my. Hi, everybody.
Welcome to the sunset over Vengalia.
Our final episode, folks, as we get kicked off the air right out the gate. Welcome, everybody. You did. I don't know what was on video when we first started. So hi.
Well, not just us laughing. The only thing that snuck through is that audio, which was priceless.
Is that clippable? I don't know. Maybe that would be a good soundbite.
1000%. That is some clippable quality choice content.
99 cents for a ringtone.
We've only just begun the stream. Oh God. Hi everybody, welcome to Sunset over Vengalia, Tales of Initiative. I am your Dungeon Master, Dustin. Welcome, oh God. Thank you, Roberto. Let's get down to business.
No, hold on, cease and desist.
No, that's more of a Hercules thing anyway than a Mulan thing.
Yeah.
The clothing's more appropriate too. Anyway, I'm gonna have to. Oh God, I've missed you guys so much. It's been so long.
We appreciated your letter, though. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask. Did that all get taken care of?
It got there. Yeah. Yeah. We received it.
The beheading and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We got the bra for your perineum too, and the spoons.
Thank you. When is that gonna arrive? Because
U.S. Postal Service ain't doing too hot, so probably another week or so.
The zipper broke on the bra, so I'm having to do a warranty thing.
Who was trying it on before I got it?
Don't worry about it.
Those prolapsed colons are gonna get you every time.
Oh, Jesus.
You gotta try before you buy.
Anyway, I really did. I missed all of you. I missed everybody here in our chat. We love you guys. It's so good to be back. I only have to right now forecasting, only missing one more in the near future. I've got on September 6th. I have my actual state certification test I have to take, but after that I should be good to be back fullish time, and just continue this madness and chaos where we just continue to see how many gray hairs we can give Billy and how many aneurysms we can give him.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say me, and I'm like, I've got you covered.
Wow. I would never attack you like that while on stream.
I'm embracing for all the Marvel fans out there, the
Yeah.
Rogue, or for all you darker people, Morticia.
Both very valid.
Shantae. Yeah, it's
I think that's infernal for you're a foxy lady. I'm a goat.
What's happening?
Well, you said keep the shenanigans to the beginning, so here we are.
Indeed, we are.
Yeah.
Hay is going hella gray.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, Mr. Unlucky, just
Thanks,
not
love.
getting lucky tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Mr. Unlucky's always getting lucky. That's why that's his name.
shipping.
Only if you're a goat.
Staying humble.
All right. Are you my daddy?
Oh!
What do we have going on this
You
week?
call your father daddy?
No, it was the goat. Never mind.
All the quotes, let's go!
This bit is all ogre now.
What do we have going on this week, Matt? Do we have...
This week, I think we are the only show, which means we're getting canceled.
That's right, bitch.
But
yep, that's happening.
Soon, very soon, next week, in fact, Tales Does Tales will be returning with an all-new cast.
Furry episode.
No, incorrect. Not a. What was that word that Robertables wanted us to look up? Snitties episode either.
Snitties.
Yeah, not that episode either. Tune in later. We're gonna have an all new cast. or at least 2 new cast members, and we're going to be doing like a short little side story arc before getting back into the Forge of Fury and the whole Tales of Tales thing with a new like 3 weeks on, 1 week off, more predictable schedule, so that everyone knows, hey, these are the days that we're going to be doing Tales of Tales, and these are the days we're going to be doing Grimace Fist, and you can always predict those with
Grimace
reliable.
Fist is what happens after his birthday party.
No. No. You've made that joke before, and I hate it every time.
50% chance you're gonna like it, 50% chance you're gonna hate it.
Oh, drop those 50-50s in chat, y'all.
Anywho.
Okay, so only us this week, so I apologize for that. We have next week cool things. What are you doing with day 20? You just had Gen Con and all the things.
Yep.
Billy was running around looking like a kindergartner, or a misplaced Dora.
Oh, we did all the short jokes last week. Let's give the poor guy a break. Yeah, day 20. I'm joining at the sort of leading of my buddy Colin here. We're throwing our hat into the ring on a bunch of one-page RPG stuff. So Colin, you've already posted 2, one of which is like a conlang thingy, and the other one is based on Everything Everywhere All at Once. And those are both super dope. I will also be releasing 2 one-page RPGs by the end of this month. One is called Slime Time, where it's sort of like a reversal. Instead of playing like the heroes, the adventurers in D&D, you get to play the monsters, in this case oozes. So you get to roll randomly to see what your ooze does and slurp around a dungeon doing ooze stuff.
My ooze, never mind.
No. And the other one is going to be a sort of like secret social deception game that is GM-less and focused on like kind of doing like a resistance coup kind of thing, but without a board game and more focused on role play.
That sounds incredible. Don't forget to check out, as Day 20 is one of our sponsors, check them out, but also check out all our other nifty sponsors. Level 1 Gamers, we've got Emberwind,
Maps.
TA Maps.
Yep.
We have
Married Without Ceremony.
Married Without Ceremony. We have
Fernway Dice.
Fernway
Yep.
Dice. We have GameStop, I think, still. Is GameStop still?
Diamond Hands. They still haven't gotten rid of us. We're holding on to the moon, baby.
So, until we get canceled, that's those are things that you can get and, see and get discounts on. Hodl.
Hodl.
Hello.
That's got to be a thing.
Robert
All right.
Tables knows the truth. He's seen past the lens. By the dip.
We need some tails dip. That'd be,
As if Stedd milk wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every
like
one of our
French
shows,
onion.
every one of our shows will now get a like named dip. We can have Black Blood Rises from Tales Does Tales. We can have Stedd Milk from TPK. I don't know what this one will be named, but it will be tasty and most likely involve pineapple. Edie's Pocket.
Edie's Pocket. Amazing.
Oh, yes. Each jar is randomized. You never know what you're gonna get.
Sand.
Speaking of Edie, we do miss Haley today. She's not with us today. So, Haley, we love you. We hope we get to have you back next week because we miss you. But I think Colin's gone next week, you son of a bitch. So, it is what
Haley,
it
come
is.
back.
Haley, come back to me. And then we should have a week with all of us together before I'm gone again another week. And then we should all be all the back. But we have Halloween coming up really quick, guys. We need to decide our Halloween costumes this year.
Are we doing switcheroos again?
We did that last year. I don't know. We'll talk about it. But I'm
figure it
sitting
out.
here looking at my wig from last year. It's still sitting on my desk.
NPCs.
Ooh.
We'll figure it out. Maybe we should do a poll in the let our viewers vote.
Let our
what we
viewers
do as a
decide what we
costume.
should dress up as. Yeah.
Naked and afraid. All right.
I'll dress up in Corey, and 90% of my costume will be below camera.
I'll be a Nanashi, and I'll just have permanent marker written all over my body.
Yes, do it.
Taylor's being Billy right now.
I know. Taylor's cosplaying as Billy.
I've already done that. I did that the first ad spot.
That was so good. Oh man, remember those days?
We've come a long way.
Have we?
No,
I think we've gotten worse.
we've gotten a lot worse. We've we've stretched our legs and our wings and our girth.
Tails and
Nope.
Joyce. Nope.
I'm really getting used to the sensation of Dustin starting a sentence and then starting one of those ands, and me just praying after every and. It's just like, nope, just stop. You just stop the list now.
We need like that the thing that they have on TV is just a live like 15-second delay, so we can
just censor ourselves.
Speaking of wraparounds,
Anywho.
it's time for us to get into. I know about time and space. Once you degenerate so far, you wrap around to getting better. So speaking of wraparounds, it's time to bring it back around to our episode. It's time. You've got your drinks, you've got your snacks, hopefully, to once again. Where did you think I was taking it?
Unsponsored.
To the sunset over Vengalia.
I just really love Kit Kat.
When last we left off, the heroes had been engaged in combat, not only with Stedd bots, but with a once again possessed Nemeia, who, once the last Stedd bot, the Stedd Prime, fell, Stedd's his will, his mind entered into Nemeia, and then once that was Nemeia was brought low, it tried to attempt to enter the rest of the party. The sheer chaos in Void's mind kind of really just messed things up pretty bad for poor Stedd's brain, and he was unable to find purchase anywhere else before pulling back into where you guys discovered a secret room where a basically decrepit and mostly deadish, like we were likening it to the two towers and
Theoden.
King there, Theoden, just decrepit and cobwebs covering him, and his body was wasting away, huddled over the body of his dead son. Eventually, after finding out the whys behind what is happening, he was attempting to resurrect his son and discovered that he could cast his mind around and had been using that to try to enact revenge, essentially. You were able to, well, why don't I let the one who did it, who delivered the final blow?
Forrest did.
Sure. I definitely remember that. Yeah, I guess I did kill him. Yeah.
You even did a smarmy little bit about like, all my friends are monologuing, I'm just gonna kill you now.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Not
why I
the-
don't remember. It didn't matter to Chorus at all. He just, did it.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
Yep.
right. Yes.
he's just taking out the trash.
With the fall of Stedd and his death, you returned to the council. You reported what had happened. Plans were made for you all to leave the city within 3 days. We did kind of time jump over some of this, which we're going to be revisiting today, these 3 days, a little bit. Before leaving the city, as you left the city, you heard a familiar voice of Alicia Kendrick say, "Hey, I'm so glad I was assigned to this duty. I wasn't sure I would. It's so good to see you, Nemeia. We haven't talked in so long." Proving that Nemeia's past will always catch up with her. But we're going to revisit that at another time, because today we are going back to the 3 days that you guys spent in Saison preparing to leave for an unspecified amount of time. We have a list of things that you were wanting to accomplish during that time, so we will kind of just start there. Nemeia, you wanted to go to the Temple of Ishki with Void. You wanted to get the new clothes from the store that none of you guys had picked up yet because, things that had been happening. You wanted to fly with Edie.
We were
You
a
wanted to
little
talk with
busy.
Alma. You were, yep. You wanted to go to the Petal's Due and shopping. Quoras wanted to go to the Petal's Due with you, get clothes, and start planning how to burn down an orphanage, so that's on the list. Alma wants to sell some stuff, buy some stuff, and visit Orion's grave. Void wants to get some equipment upgraded a little bit, go visit the ye old bears to find Secret Keeper Falone's, to find out some more information about what had happened with him, the dwarven individual who was smuggling things, and Edie wanted to do some stuff, but since Edie's not here, we're going to kind of skip over that and probably end up covering that a little bit next week. So, Void.
Oh.
You are at the top of the list here, but you don't have to go first. Who would like to cover their business here?
You could always roll for it.
Yeah,
unless somebody really wants to go first.
All right, 1d4. Let's go. That's a d6.
I can see how you would get the two confused.
Sounds like Taylor's just
so
rolling
Void
for
is
us.
number 1, Nemeia is number 2, Quoras you're number 3, and Alma you're 4. So if you roll,
I rolled a 3.
all right. So Quoras it is.
Sorry.
Quoras, since some of what you're doing is involving others, let's start with the. We can do the things that are all together. Let's go get some clothes because you guys were all returning to the clothing store to get your hanging by a thread to get your stuff. You travel through town, you run into the store, and you see the immaculately dressed gentleman, Sandrew Avast. Gentlemen, ladies, welcome back. It's been a while. You're looking a little worse for the wear. Do we need another trip to the spa?
Void looks at Chorus and seeing the what I imagine is sheer look of panic. So you're like, oh, that would be maybe really nice. I think we're actually still super busy. It never seems to slow down for us. So probably rain check until later.
Yes,
that is most unfortunate, ladies. And who is this lovely one? I've not met her.
I am Alma. I'm brand new. So
Almost so pleased to meet you. He grabs your hand and kind of cups it between his and then kisses it. I'm Sandrew Avast. Such a pleasure to meet you. And you notice he's wearing a button-down shirt with the sleeves rolled up to the forearms, and there's gold trimmings along his cream-colored gown, or his cream-colored shirt and trousers. It is such a pleasure. As you can see, I own this fine establishment. And I've had some clothes made for your companions here. I'm just waiting for them to come back and pick them up.
well,
Here we are.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I think we have everything that we discussed. Would you like to try it on?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And while they're donning their attire, Alma, if you'd like to look around, please feel free. Most of this can be customized or even custom built to you if you see any styles that you like. And you notice this is it is a fancy clothing type store. They can do all kinds of things. There's fabric, but there is also clothing that is on mannequins and stuff like that for you to try on. And then you see the different things that everybody else has. So as you guys try it on, do you want to recap what your attire is looking like that he prepared for you? You're just going down the list there, starting with Quoras, since this is your role.
Yeah, I definitely remember what I asked for.
Well, it's not the rhinestone Elvis.
Elvis.
The Rhinestone
Eagle.
Ranger.
1 second.
Rhinestone Ranger, I love it.
I was laughing so hard. I love that so much.
Welcome in, Jay Rabbit.
Colin, if you need time,
Yeah, someone else
I've got mine.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna describe mine a little bit from scratch. I realize we're all doing that. That was a really dumb thing to say of me. Sorry. But also it is a skosh different than what I maybe described the first time on stream. Yeah, because I followed up with you, Dustin, afterwards. It is the top has a sheer fabric around two very wide lapels that leave an open chest. There is intense sort of vine plant-like scroll work happening all over the translucent part up top. The lapel is trimmed in green, as are the inside of 2 pockets for the pants, which are very similar to the top, except not translucent. They have the same sort of like purple, like filigree of symbols going through them. And there is a long train, a little like black cape. Everything is black except for the, there's a purple in the detail work and green on the lapel and pocket trim. I'll actually post a picture to our chat of what I'm basing it off of, but just the colors are different. Yeah.
Sounds good.
So Void is like moving around the shop and that, testing like the flow of everything, and sort of like it's loose enough, and there are a couple of like little cinch cords in it, and you can see that they are like shifting and changing like body styles and physiques a little bit to like adapt to it and make sure that it works for all of their various shapes.
Perfect. All right. And then let's go on to Nemeia.
Nemeia's kept it very, very basic. It's a black crop top with a deep V. The back has been customized to sit around her wings and membrane to allow for maximum movement without any irritation or rubbing to protect the delicate membrane of her wings. Then they are mid-rise black pants, and down the side of the outside seam there's embroidered black scales just for a little bit of embellishment, just to sort of break up all the black, followed up by knee-high boots that are lace-up combat, very stylish. And again, little scales have been placed over all the little buckles just to help protect them and keep them in place. And then something else that was thrown into it, which is a little surprising, are shoulder guards. Just basic leather shoulder guards, and then they have tiny little silver chains. They're in 3 layers, and each layer has its own chain in different lengths.
For the 80s working girl on the go.
Very important.
All right. Edie has a pink dress with lace frills, long flowing sleeves, and off the shoulder with a leg split and a gold belt with tassels. Now, that may have been adjusted. We will let Edie fully describe it next time, but that's what was listed as what her outfit looked like. All right, Quoras, we're coming to you.
Oh,
Coming in hot.
I unmuted and then remuted myself instantly, so it's
Excellent.
real well. Cool. Yeah. So Quoras has basically just like nice looking travel clothes. He's got a almost blanket like cloak that he wears that's kind of like a wraparound like blanket scarf style thing, but like he can kind of pull up into a hood. It's very versatile. Could be used as a blanket if he's out on the road, kind of thing.
We're back to the wraparound.
Yeah, and then he's got underneath that fairly slim fitting like tunic-y clothes with like just some black pants. The shirt itself is sort of purple and gold woven stitch on a really, really dark purple. So the gold stitch on a dark purple. And then kind of finally the other major piece is a little pop-up mask that he can kind of pull up over from his little hood area over the top of like the top half of his, or the bottom half of his face, so that he can quickly hide or unhide his face as needed. And it is long enough and has like almost like finger gloves that go down like as a part of the outfit itself. It like wraps around his middle finger, and it kind of covers most of the scars and markings that he has all over his body. And it's all very dark and shadowy kind of looking, but vaguely traveler clothes as well. Doesn't stand out too much.
You are like white hair away from Jujutsu Kaisen daddy vibes.
Perfect.
Excellent. Do you guys remember how much that was going to cost you? Because we didn't have that in the thing.
All of us have paid a deposit.
Yes.
Right. I
We
think
have
paid
paid
half.
half. Yeah.
Now
I
the
remember
number
what my second half is. I didn't keep track of anyone else's.
I messaged each of you what we were costing, and now I don't remember, and it's not. I'm not seeing it in our chats.
I can double check my notes. Hold on. As soon as Control F decides to work. Boop, 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 boop. There's lots of
It was somewhere
halflings in my
between
notes.
20 and 30 gold remaining for each. I know mine was 30, which I will pay.
Perfect. It's been a hot minute since we've been at this store.
25 for mine.
Okay, perfect. Tree
Nailed
fitty.
it.
Nailed it.
Yesterday at a tree fitty 3 p.m., I put up 250 pounds
Oh,
without a
God.
use of steroids or any steroid byproducts. All right, perfect.
This is a meme clip show, is what this episode is.
I have no idea how much I still owe.
Let's just say 25. I
It
think
was
they
all
were
between 20
It
and...
was,
I think
yeah.
it was... I think mine
think-
was slightly more expensive because of the work around the wings.
Yeah, but it is, it's fine. You guys got money. You got money to spare.
But it's...
The last
We
time
do
we were in
now.
here, I think I had 40 gold total. So,
Yeah,
Yep. You guys were broke when you came here.
we were broke as a joke.
Mhm.
But you did get a spa day out of it.
It's true.
That we
And-
had to pay for!
We got
didn't
like
even
the
go.
All he did was get us in the door!
But I think-
Quoras paid.
I was under the impression we got the like friends discount.
Yeah, and then there was something. I don't
Okay.
remember. And Quoras, just
Like 10
super,
gold?
made their tubs disgusting. So, at the very least, you guys cost them money, really.
Well, Void made 3 girls very happy. With the wax! With the wax!
Yeah. No, just leave it there.
Worth it!
Let them fill in the blanks.
Void be making people happy like it's 1999.
What was
No,
that reference?
I don't know.
Okay.
No one
Back to the
knows.
wraparounds. All right. So is there anything? So after you all tried on your clothes, Alma, you said, is there anything that you like particularly that you're seeing here? Any type of clothing? Could make
No.
something for you. Something to highlight your eyes, bring out the sparkle a little more.
No. It's,
Right.
she'll just be Alma will be touching some of the fabrics and stuff and just kind of feeling the texture. I think this is something to splurge when we come back.
So you're going somewhere.
hmm
Well, I wish you safe travels. Maybe you should spread the word about my wonderful establishment if you go anywhere. Maybe tell people about hanging by a thread.
I will certainly keep that in mind.
Excellent. Well, thank you for your patronage. If there's nothing else you need, I will let you be on your way.
Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure, of course. We look forward to serving you again.
Sorry, real quick.
Yes.
Do you have any hats? Just, it doesn't have to be fancy, just something cheap. It doesn't even have to fit me.
That seems very impractical. Is it a gift for someone?
No.
Oh, well, I
Just-
do have a few.
Just
we're not really.
the cheapest you have.
Oh, okay. Here's well, he grabs just a standard sun hat. This one is I have here. It's was actually left by a customer some time ago. They never returned for it. You just have this one.
Really?
Well, sure. I can't sell it. It's not mine.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
You can give it away?
Well, they're not coming back for it. It's been
Boy is
years.
very confused.
It's been years. I can't. It's not my work.
Ow.
Yeah, it is like a green with a pink ribbon wrapped around the top of it.
Oh, it's green?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
You don't want it then?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you have
Well,
anything that's
sorry.
not green?
Not here. I don't really do hats. I do more like clothing.
It's fine.
Hats or
I could
clothing?
I could maybe make something for you.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Well, there are other stores in the vicinity that might have them. My brother's shop perhaps
That's
would have.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
of course.
Leaves.
All right. So you've done the clothes shopping. Let's go ahead while you're in the markets, the Dinwink markets. Is there any other shopping that needed to be done real fast that you wanted to accomplish before we get to the more nitty gritty stuff?
I mean, we could say for the sake of continuity.
Reading
That
through
this
things.
this is when Void would go off and
Okay,
do
perfect.
like the
And we've
commissioning for
already
the
dis-
weapons and
yeah,
stuff.
And we've already discussed the cost on that,
Yeah.
so you're good for that. The only thing here, let's look at. So Void was doing that. We've got that number.
For the sake of the
Um,
audience, Void is getting the Rose's scimitar and Trim's dagger, both silvered.
And then Alma, you wanted to see about selling your mace or using it towards something, and then you also wanted to get.
There was a big list, but I don't know if you want to deal with that later.
We will
time
go over
sake.
that. Yeah, well, for the sake of time, we'll go
Yeah.
over that off camera.
Outside. Yeah.
Some of it is doable, some of it is not,
Right.
and depending on your money situation, we can kind of go through it.
Yeah.
All right. I think then we covered that. Edie did want to talk about getting her bow upgraded. I still need to talk with her about that. She does take off all her bells, but keeps one. So we'll cover her when she comes back next week. So of course, back to what you're doing. Start planning how to burn down an orphanage.
Yep. To be clear here, this is an evil orphanage. I'm not just gonna go burn down, a bunch.
Hey, whatever
It's
helps
a
you sleep at
front.
night. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Yeah, no, mostly I think Chorus is trying to buy supplies, some oil vials, maybe some tinder boxes, just things that first off, he needs sneaky stuff to get in and see what's going on. But I don't know how you want to handle this. I don't know what we're gonna do with the orphanage. If we want to do more of a flashback when we get to that point to be this is what we bought.
I think you can do it that way if you want. I was thinking you were more going to be coming up with the caper plan for it, with a group, or if this is just buying supplies, then we can just say you bought supplies and then we can revisit
yeah,
that.
I think that's what it is
Okay.
right now. I think the plan will come once I have a better idea of what the actual place looks like and how many people in it are savable.
Okay.
Oh, I switched it to the plotting murder soundtrack.
We'll need that in the future. For sure.
Okay, got it.
There's
I'll keep
gonna be
that
a
on
lot of murder
favorites.
planned.
Yeah.
All right. Then I think for right now, then, Chorus, that until we go to the Petals due with Nemeia, that'll be the end of what we're looking at for you. So let's roll that D4 again, and we'll just take one.
Or D3
out of
now.
it. Is there a D3?
Yeah, D6 divided by 2.
Okay, 2. All right. So this time, Alma, you wanted to visit Orion's grave.
Yeah. Just one final time.
All right. Are you taking anybody with you, or are you going alone?
Oh, shit.
You are fine to travel alone. This is your 3 days in city. You guys are coming and going as you want.
I think after her conversation with Void, with just trying to open up a little bit more, she's very, very nervous. And she decides to actually take Chorus.
Okay. So, of course, you find yourself going through the city to a... Well, I'll let you describe how you had it set up.
So, probably getting there just in the same pace as what I did with Void, of just taking the carriage first and then just kind of walking the rest of the way. During the walk, though, Alma is kind of the same as what she was with Void, which is very quiet and very awkward. And also just very, very nervous about how Chorus would handle her omitting of, Orion's death. So she's just kind of keeping her eyes focused and just fidgeting a little.
You mean after Alma already yelled at him for lying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say Void couldn't comment on that thing at all, but you really gave Chorus a talking to.
Yeah, I did. That's called projection, folks.
I will also say, for the sake of this, the council, because you guys are now council members, essentially, in pro tem, you have access to carriages, essentially, without having to pay
sweet.
for it for right now.
Ah.
As they're helping you prepare for getting ready to go.
Yeah, so Alma will just be leading Chorus throughout the streets and just very awkwardly quiet. So Chorus, I should apologize to you.
Oh.
Harping on you with the lying part about the king.
All right. I mean, you were right. We should have told you earlier.
No, it's... You had your reasons to not saying anything. I mean, you still technically don't know me that well. And I hardly know you, too, so I think it's only fair.
But to be fair, I've known you now mostly the amount of time that I've known anyone in my life, save for my earliest friends. So you've stuck around longer than a lot of people have.
Well, I just hope that continues after my confession.
All right.
Of course, you know how I said I don't particularly like lying?
Sure.
What if I told you I did it to you out of fear?
All right. I mean, yeah, that's... I think a lot of people lie for stuff like that. Wait, are you saying you lied to me?
She kind of rolls her eyes and just goes, yes, I did.
About...
It's better that I show you. And she'll go...
Dustin!
Oh, sorry, my sides hurt so bad. I gotta control it. Anyway. Alma at that point will lead Chorus into the gardens that holds Orion's grave. And I'd imagine the flowers that are sitting there are starting to wilt, and they probably dried up and are starting to lose color just because they, are freshly cut flowers and they can't hold their shape for that long. And Alma will just turn to Chorus and just point towards the plaque. I would like you to meet Orion, Chorus.
What? Oh. I see. Hello, Orion. Nice to meet you.
Funny enough, Void had a similar reaction.
Yeah, I sometimes think Void and I have a lot in common. Whoa.
Woo?
I don't know.
I hope you can forgive me for not elaborating.
Yeah, oh, well, I mean, I'm sure you have your reasons, and I don't think you ever outright lied. It's just a little omission of truth.
I guess you could say it's not a lie, but...
And, I mean, unlike the whole king thing, this really didn't... it didn't really impact me, other than, I'm your friend, and I'm happy to know now.
You think I'm your friend?
Oh, sure. I mean, I think so. I did have a moment when we were walking out here where I thought you might be bringing me here to kill me.
Void also had the same reaction.
Yeah, like I said, I think Void and I both had a lot of people stab us in the back. It's not a great way to live your life, but I mean, I'm here. I didn't run away. I didn't, try to stab you first or anything.
Well, I appreciate not considering the stabbing first part.
Yeah, no problem. Like I said, we're friends.
I am afraid I don't have much luck in that category.
Well, until the heroes, me either. So maybe it'll be different.
Well, you can thank Void for this, adventure. They're the reason why I'm opening up a little bit more about it. Or the truth of the matter.
Well, I appreciate it. Void's good at listening and not sharing secrets, so it's they were probably a good choice for your first person to bring into the fold.
They're good company to keep.
Yeah, I agree. Random, sort of related question to all of this. You're a cleric,
Yes.
and your god is the god of death.
And moment of dying, yes.
Sure. Well, there's no soft way to say this. Have you ever tried to bring Orion back?
Alma gets, like, really quiet. And you can see her, like, tense up a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's none of my business. I just...
While I am blessed with the gifts to understand more of the world beyond us, it's not my place to make such judgments. And it would be cruel to bring him back.
Even if you could bring him back whole, like he was.
I think the way he died will be a story I can tell you all another time, but I can say this. Too much time has passed for me to bring him into a world that he is displaced in. I can't do that to him.
I've never really thought about it that way. I suppose it would be cruel to thrust someone into a world they're unfamiliar with.
I would like to think I'm respecting his wishes more by leaving him there. As cruel and obscene as it sounds. But that leads me to ask you, Quoras.
Yeah.
You hate the gods so much. Why?
Well, it's an interesting question. Hate is the easy word for what I feel. And it's not maybe all gods. I think... Many beings, not just gods, but primarily gods, interfere with mortals like play pieces in a game. They play them for their own gain. They don't care about what happens to them. They claim to protect them, offer protection, and then strip it away without a second thought. And that's... well, if that's not evil, then I don't know what is.
So who hurt you, Quoras?
Who hasn't?
That's not what I mean.
Oh, it's a long story. Maybe...
We have 3 days.
True, we do. Well, let me answer your question by asking you another. How did you find your way to being a cleric?
Well, I had 2 choices. I could either find out more about myself through being a cleric, or live the life someone else wanted for me. And I'm a bit stubborn when it comes to doing what I want to do.
And your god allows you the latitude to do what you want to do. Being in service to a being like that doesn't come with some stipulations.
I'm not the best cleric, but my mission, more or less, is to help anyone I can. Death and dying is finite. So, I try to ease people through it.
Well, I suppose we're not so different in that respect. To answer your question, outside of just saying many people have hurt me over the past, I suppose the first one is, well, where you chose your faith and commitment to your god, I sort of had it thrust upon me, and much like you, I think I had the choice to continue living my life in someone else's path, or take my own path. And where yours led you to your god, mine led me away from mine.
It makes me wonder, though, whether that was your god's plan from the beginning.
Like I said, not much for the plans of gods. Well, I don't like being a chess piece. And if that was their plan, they had a very shitty way of thrusting it onto me.
Well, I think it's safe to say we won't know all the intentions of the gods. We're just along for the ride. And who knows? Maybe your god might see the error of their own ways someday. Maybe not now. Maybe not even in your lifetime. Have a little bit of faith.
I'll do my best. We'll see where that gets me. Faith hasn't done much for me in the past, but being surrounded with people like you and Void and Edie, I suppose, I see what Faith has done for you, and we'll see. Maybe that's why my sword started glowing again.
Oh, ye of little faith. Well, I think we've bored Orion enough with our religion talk. Shall we head back?
Sure. Thank you for confiding in me. I'm honored to be the second person that knows.
I would.
Can't forget North.
Always
Yeah,
forgetting
North.
North.
Well, he doesn't know. Quoras doesn't know that North knows.
Well, technically, you're the third.
Oh.
North had the honors before you and Void.
Oh. Well. I mean, I suppose North's probably the best of us.
Yeah.
That's why we're leaving him behind.
We're trusting with our house. You don't trust bad people with your house.
Exactly.
In this economy? You know, if you have any other questions or just want a fellow follower to speak with, you can always talk to me. You can always talk to me.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you. I'll probably take you up on that. There's been some weird things happening lately, and my connection with gods is not so great. So maybe having somebody who knows a bit more would be good. I did go to a temple for the first time in like 10 years. That was interesting.
And how did that go?
About as well as this conversation. They told me that I was probably destined for something, that the gods were doing something with me. You know, same old, same old. You're a chess piece. Try to enjoy it.
Well, we can easily go over that.
Sure. I mean, hopefully we'll have lots of time to talk while we're traveling.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Welcome, Raiders.
Hi, Raiders!
Hello, Raiders.
Well, we'll be on the road for who knows how long to get back towards the direction of my village, so...
Yeah, about that, I hope that we're able to help. I know what it's like to lose your home, and no one should have to deal with that.
My village is full of, what's the nicest way to put it? Ruffians. Some former criminals.
Welcome in again, Raiders.
Hi again, Raiders!
My kind of people.
They're good people, though. They helped me a great deal. I just want to make sure I can do the exact same thing for them.
Not to continue this conversation for super long, but, speaking of helping people who helped you that were also former criminals, weird that this is the second time that this is happening for us, but, I might need your help. I've already told the others. You probably heard me mention it. There's a... well, there's no good way to say this. There's an orphanage that we might need to burn down and kill the people who are in charge of.
Alma gets very quiet while she's trying to formulate, like, the next sentence. Are these good orphans or bad orphans?
Oh, see, this is why I like you. You understand that there could be a difference. The The orphans are not so bad. The orphanage and the people in charge of it are... Oh, you know H.E.R.O.E.S, the god of justice.
Yes.
Justice. Cool. This is one of their, correction camps, I suppose is the right word for it. They take people who were criminals and they work with them to make them not criminals. And they messed with a few friends of mine, so we're gonna go show them what happens when you do that.
Well, I already helped in a prison escape. I don't think this is too much higher up the caliber.
Great. Morally grey areas are my specialty, and I'm glad to know that you are also okay with them.
In for a prison break, in for an orphanage burning.
Wild how evil this campaign is without being evil at all.
Are we the baddies?
We are walking that very
Yeah.
fine line.
Just murdering prisoners in their cells. It's
Yep.
fine.
Is it me? Am I the
I'm
problem?
the problem. This
Am I
is,
the problem?
this is the Heroes Era tour, and yes, we are the problem.
I guess we should get moving so we can get at least a little closer to that goal.
Sure, yeah. I still don't have any plans there. I mean, we might walk in and see it's a perfectly legitimate establishment. Wait, that's not what's gonna happen, but, well, you know. It doesn't hurt to hope.
No, it doesn't. I'm starting to get a little famished, though.
Sure,
There.
Here, there's a great chicken place in town.
I knew we were gonna do it.
lunch?
Lunch indeed. And then Alma will start like leading out from the cemetery, and she'll take one quick look at the plaque again before starting to walk off.
All right. If you go to the chicken place, you see a sign closed by order of the council.
Yes.
Real quick,
I'm looking forward to it.
Chorus, after Alma leaves, Chorus pulls off one of the tokens that he has and sets it on Orion's grave before leaving.
Which one?
The token of Symponia.
Okay. Do you have extra Symponia tokens, or is that the only one? Okay.
That's the only
Just-
one.
Just mark it off then of your tokens if you have a running list of what you have. Gotta go
I
to the
do.
tokens. You gotta go to the token store, get some new ones. All right.
As long as they're not
Trade in the
fungible.
points.
Yes, that's the correct response, Colin. Thank you. I'm glad.
We need like a.
No, you don't understand, man.
You don't understand.
They
We
can't
need
be
a-
funged. And I definitely know what that means.
We need a saison like Chuck E. Cheese. That's what we need.
They're not regulated. The banks don't own them.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus, this is a Diamond Hands reference.
No, this is an NFT reference.
This is an NFT
Oh,
reference,
okay.
yeah. It's like the most consistent cross-show joke we have going. Anyway.
Perfect. All right. I think then that we will go on to the next grouping or the next thing. We've got.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, so Void is not it. It's Nemeia's turn. But before we get into Nemeia's, I think this is a good spot to go ahead and take a quick break. Since we wanted to do, like, shorten it up to like the 2.5-ish hours. So let's go ahead and take a quick break. That way we've done 2-ish. We'll do 2-ish more when we come back. And this way it gives you a chance to go grab some snackums and stuff like that if you need it. And refill your vape. I don't know what you guys do.
Your
Stay
mic,
hydrated.
your mic
Smoke,
peaked,
smoke.
but I think we all saw bathroom snacks.
Smoke if you got them. So we'll be back in 10, guys. We'll see you soon.
All the way to the shoulder.
10 or 5.
Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Shaka laka, shaka laka, shaka. Whoop. Okay. Welcome back,
I'm just
everybody.
not having any of it.
Conlin's done with our shit at this point.
I think Conlin's. We're seeing a great example of what drinking at Gen Con was like with me and Conlin. Me being an absolute asshole, and Conlin looking at me going, glad I'm not like that.
No, I had a great time drinking with you. It was a ton of fun.
But Billy was insufferable.
Billy just kept disappearing. That was the incredible thing. We would turn around and be like, "Where did Billy go?"
That's because
And it
he's
wasn't just because we couldn't. I was
You
gonna-
needed to
I was gonna say, it wasn't because we just
look
couldn't
down.
see him at eye level. No, he would just like disappear, and then we'd turn around and he'd be back, and we were like, "Oh, hey, Billy, where did you go?"
I really enjoy the fact that it felt like all three of you were like competing to make that you just
Yeah.
need to look down joke.
You know, when a joke has a gold mine still mine, you got to keep going to
Yeah.
it.
It's low hanging fruit.
It ain't
so-
Casterly Rock. We still digging that
Which
shit.
Billy still can't even pick.
In case you're just joining us, this is a wraparound episode. We're doing some recapping of what happened in Saison the 3 days before they left the city to cover the events and the things that they wanted to do. Billy was not allowed to enter the con by himself, though, because you must be at least this tall to ride. Anyway, so if you're just joining us, we've had Alma and Quoras visit Orion's grave and learn a little bit more about what was going on there, and discussing the murdering of burning an orphanage. We've had that's kind of, Quoras did a little bit of stuff. We went shopping and got their nice fancy clothes. Described their clothes. Alma touched clothes and said, "We're good for now." Which is probably for the best, considering, who knows when you're going to come back. Poor guy's just going to be stuck holding onto your clothing again.
For months. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Like the hat, years.
Yeah, he's get this lost and found that's really lost and needs more found. So yeah, that's what we've done. And now we are getting ready to move on to Nemeia's thing.
Oh boy.
So Nemeia, you wanted to
I
go
love that
to
kid.
talk. Let's start with, you wanted to talk with Alma. So, and then you've all kinds of stuff you wanted to do. God, you were needy during those 3 days. Go ahead, my
There
dear.
is nothing wrong with a woman knowing what she wants,
Absolutely not.
but basically, Nemeia just wanted to get to know Alma and find out how she joined the group, where she stands with everything. Alma, just real quick, and then I've got a couple of things to do. Where was Yuri?
Yuri was, I only knew her when the others, found me, to put it lightly. I was not in a very good situation. And she's just having flashbacks of just being delirious and only having, like, moss and water for, like, 3 days and just being like, woohoo! And she's like, let's just say it was by mere chance that I ran into the others, Yuri included.
Okay. Not really what I asked, but thanks. I'll leave you to it.
Are you feeling any better now that you're out of that situation?
Much. I feel like I can actually relax a little bit. But, there's still a bit of pain, but I'll get past it.
Well, if you need any assistance with the matter of pain or anything else, you know you can come to me, right?
I do now. Thank you. But I don't think this kind of pain is something a cleric can heal.
No. We can't fix everything, but we're pretty good at being listening ears, regardless.
When I know what I want to say, your ears will be the first to hear.
They were very worried about you.
Really?
Of course. The effort and blood and sweat and tears to try and find you. The rest of the group cares about you a great deal.
Ears?
More metaphorical, I'd say, but they were very worried.
I guess one confession I have is I thought it would be sooner.
The others wish that too. There was a lot of walls hit and obstacles in the way and a lot of running around to try and gather the information we needed in order to find you. And not much help on the council's part, I will admit.
That doesn't surprise me. But I just wanted to say thank you for all your help.
Of course. I wasn't just gonna leave the others. They were very determined to find you, and if I could help, I was going to do it all the same.
Why? You didn't know them. You didn't know me.
Sometimes helping for the sake of helping is a reward in and of itself. And to see everyone so concerned and eager to jump the gun, so to speak, and, or palimpsest, for Void's case, they were going to stop at nothing to find you. And
Okay.
that's not something I had much exposure with. So it was refreshing.
Well, you're probably going to get a lot of that now. That you're one of the heroes? Is that official? You're sticking around?
Well, Chorus did mention a plan to me not too long ago. And apparently there's a lot more thinking involved with it. And I kind of already said yes. So that'd make me a liar if I went back on my word.
Okay, fair enough, yeah. Chorus said there was thinking? He's usually the type to act.
He's usually more dumb than that.
Oh my god.
Or it's just be looking for windows to jump out of.
Yeah.
Or jump into.
I'd be damned.
It was a matter very important to him, just like finding you was a matter to all of them.
Okay.
And he also said we're friends now, so I think I have to follow up on that.
Oh, you're stuck now. Yeah, you ain't going anywhere. I've seen the way Edie looks to you and the way she wants to show you everything and make you a part of everything. Yeah, you're not going anywhere. So I just wanted to say thank you for your help and for being there for them. And this is getting a little awkward. Thanks.
Of course, dear.
And I'll leave you to it. And then what? Oh, I think my headset's dying. Nope, there we go. What time in the day is it?
You have 3 days. It's whatever time of day you want it to be.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
What? Yeah, you would have picked the time you wanted to have this conversation. So.
Okay. Chorus, do you have a moment? I'd sort of like it to be later in the afternoon, like borderline
go.
evening.
There we go. That's exactly what time it is.
Nailed
Sweet.
it.
Sure.
Check the landing.
What's up?
You told me a while ago that you'd picked up a job at the Petal's Due. I was wondering if you wanted to check in and give them an update?
Sure. I mean, I guess we did technically, find the monster responsible.
You did?
Yeah, Stedd. I mean, he's the one who raised that shithead, so ultimately he's the one that's responsible, and we killed him.
Rodney didn't kill Donnie or Flint.
Nah. They made their graves by being friends with that shithead.
Wow. Okay. So, did you want to go and give Flora the good news?
Sure, yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Okay. And while we're sort of on the way, why didn't you say anything?
About what?
About me. I figured you've put it together that I am the monster. That... Well, I know you know that I killed them. So, I don't know when you figured it out, but I'm sure you have.
Oh, you give me a lot of credit.
You deserve it.
Well, like I said, I think the real monster there was the one who raised that shithead, and the people who would be friends with that shithead. You can't be blamed for someone running into your claws.
No, but I can be blamed when I lash out.
I've only ever seen you lash out at times that were appropriate. Protecting someone isn't a crime.
No, but I did more than just defend myself. And I know you're all about, protecting the world from monsters and all that sort of thing, so why didn't you say anything?
Whoa. Well, it's not so much monsters that I'm in the business of ridding the world of. I mean, it depends on your definition, I suppose, but I don't think every dangerous creature out there deserves to die. I think there are very, very specific ones who meddle in affairs, and while I'm not 100% convinced that your affliction isn't something of one of those creatures meddling, that doesn't make it your fault.
Well, thank you for not turning me in. I know many would have jumped at it.
You didn't do anything wrong.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm happy to never turn you in for saving people.
Thank you.
You can stop thanking me, though it's really not a big deal.
I don't know what else to say. Okay, it's
No, that's fair. I get it. You don't owe me anything, even thanks.
no, I do. You didn't turn me in, and apparently you fought really, really hard to find me, so you do deserve thanks.
All right. Well, I'll take it, and we can move on from there. But you'd have done the same for me or anyone else in this group, and yeah, I guess whatever.
Okay, well, I'm not going to thank you again.
Good. You're learning.
Slowly. It's just up ahead. They should be open.
Yeah, I mean, Flora will probably be there regardless.
I don't think I've ever actually known her to leave.
All right, well, let's go tell her we found a monster.
Gentlemen first.
I don't think that's how that happens, but sure. Alright, I'll go into the Petal's Dew first.
As you enter the Petal's Dew, having worked there for a long time, or at least for a time, Nemeia, and you'd been there previously, hadn't you, Quoras, in your previous visits? Yeah. So you're not caught off guard by the makeup of it and the clientele and the type of performances that are done here. For the newcomers, though, Nemeia, do you want to describe the insides of what the Petal's Dew looks like from your perspective?
So it looks like a very old, sort of old Western tavern. It's got a beautiful deck around the entire perimeter, and a small alleyway down the side that connects to small businesses surrounding it, and that's sort of where deliveries and everything are dropped off. But opening and walking into the main room, there's a massive, fully stocked bar to the right. Most of the bottom floor or ground floor is very open. There's massive pillars supporting the upper floor, and there are delicate and intricate vines wrapped around everything with fairy lights twinkling through it. It's very fae-like. The lights are dim, orbs are glowing very faintly. There are booths around the wall with different sized tables as well, sort of scattered throughout the middle. And if you look up, the rafters are, or there's a gap between the upper floor and the like the ceiling of the ground floor. So there's rafters that dancers can actually go up there and hang from different ropes, or hoops sort of drift across the crowds for a more inclusive experience. And there's also vines and everything wrapped around that, sort of hiding a lot of the equipment up there. Front and center, there's a massive stage with a big, thick red curtain. And then to the left, there's a staircase that heads upstairs to a second floor where clientele are welcome. And then further up that flight of stairs, there's a third floor, which are where the workers live. So they have their own private quarters.
And as you look around, you do see a variety of races here. pretty much anything you can imagine. There's Flora, as mentioned, is the wood elf owner of the Petals Do. You see water genasi, you see Goliaths, you see other elves, you see a Leonin, you see satyrs, you see Yuanti, you see a male and a female from each of the represented races that are here.
It's like Noah's Ark.
Just about. Can you see Flora? I can't see her.
Is she there? Can I see her? Dustin?
She is, yes, she's standing behind the counter talking to some clients.
Oh, yep, she's right over here.
Was this a mistake?
Nope, let's go. And I'm gonna grab Nemeia and pull her forward.
Okay.
Flora, you probably don't remember me. It's been a while, but you hired me to find out what happened to Typhane. Good news, I found her. Good news, again, we killed the monster. They killed the shitheads out front. Good work, everybody.
Well, that's Typhane. It's lovely to see you again. I'm so glad you're okay. I guess I'd forgotten that it's been a while. It took you a really long time.
Yeah.
No, not you, dear. This gentleman that I hired. It's just I kind of thought I've just since sent out other people looking for you because I hadn't heard any word. But apparently you've accomplished it. So well done.
Yep.
Contract complete.
Well, it looks like you're in. She kind of looks you over. Relatively good condition. Little thin, dear, little thin, but that's nothing we can't fix. We can feed you a little bit more if you'd like.
I'm okay. I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
Sorry for what, dear?
For disappearing and scaring everyone.
Well.
For not sending word that I was okay.
What's done is done. It's in the past. Are you back to work then?
Chorus looks very expectantly at Nemeia, like, are you?
I mean, I'm in town for a couple of days, but I kinda have a new job, I guess?
Oh, well, that's most unfortunate. You were very popular. How about this?
Mm-hmm.
What if we get a one night only special? Typhane
Yes.
back for the night.
Look, you don't even have to pay me if you make that happen.
What? Chorus!
What? No, this is incredible.
Oh, boy.
I believe we still have your music kept on file. We can bring it out and play it for you.
You...
Pour some sugar.
You kept all of that?
Well, of course, I was expecting you to return.
After nearly 2 years, you didn't give up on me?
Let's just say I'm an optimist. We've had many people asking about you.
Oh,
You know what? Screw it. What?
I was gonna say, this is the best possible payment that could have come out of this.
Why are you so excited about this?
Oh, it's just gonna be a lot of fun to talk to Void about this. Void is gonna have a heyday, that's all I'm saying. I knew you worked here, I just didn't know you were this popular.
There's a reason I took the name Typhane. Chorus.
Yeah,
I didn't
the
know
stage
either.
by storm.
You see
you
Nanashi
there?
at the bar.
What? Jesus Christ!
Oh, I was actually just gonna say, you might give Nanashi a run for her money. So there you go.
You
I've
see
heard
that's who is sitting talking with Flora.
I heard so much about this place. I just had to check in.
Oh, I'm so glad you did.
You know these. Do you know these two?
Off and on.
Well, recent acquaintances.
Ah, of course. Well, I'm glad you can all be here together then for this spectacular moment that sounds like it's about to happen.
Yeah, we definitely need to go find North and Edie and Alma. 'Cause
Absolutely.
I can't miss this.
Edie would love it here too.
Right, yeah, this seems like Edie's place. For sure.
Oh, I've dug this grave, haven't I? This was a mistake.
The real question, Flora, how are the chicken wings here?
Well, they're okay. I mean, they're real chicken.
Right. as opposed to the one that isn't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They aren't the thighs people are here for.
Well, I'm just, you know.
Okay. Well.
Sorry to intrude. I was just wondering if it was, if we're theoretically setting up shop here, might be helpful to moonlight. Get a couple of extra coppers together.
Well, we generally pay better than coppers.
Oh my god. Flora, are you looking for investment in the Petals do? Can we become part owners?
Well, always.
All right, someone needs to tell North.
And usually my payment came in gold or platinum.
There was a turn of phrase.
Well,
amazing.
Yes, I think we need to advertise this. We need to make sure that everyone knows it's a one night only until it's not.
Anything I can do to help, I will get the word out.
Yes, please. Tell everyone.
Typhane the Tempest is back for one night only?
Ooh, I just got shivers. Did you feel it?
No.
Oh. Did you feel it?
I did.
Oh,
well, I've been getting shivers since we walked in here.
Look, my actual goose pimples. Right here, look.
Is H.E.R.O.E.S still here?
Let me see. She looks around. Let's see. Where is that? Yes, I believe he's actually upstairs, entertaining currently. But I'm sure he wouldn't mind a knock on the door.
I can wait.
Well, you guys have worked together before. I'm sure that it would be quite the thrill for him to see you.
This
I will
is the
tell
best
you,
day
the girl who stepped in to be his partner, she's lovely, but she's no Typhane.
What about Misty?
Actually, she looks at the calendar. She's actually about to come on stage. If you would like to enjoy.
3 shots, and we'll find a table.
Welcome in, Vancouver by night. Yes, absolutely. Well, the first drinks are on the house, of course. As a welcome back. In fact, I'll join you.
How quickly can we get Alma here? Alma and Edie, because I feel like they really don't want to miss this.
Well, this is not Nemeia or Typhane's night.
Oh, I'm very aware.
Okay.
We're just missing out on the incredible state of what's happening here.
You're probably not in time for Misty's, show, but that's okay.
Oh well.
You guys find your seat. Flora joins you at the table, and you're sitting kind of like in one of those U-shaped booths, all facing the stage, right towards the front, unless you want to be right on the stage. The bar right up against the stage.
We'll be close enough to the stage, and I want to sit on the edge so that I can quickly get in and out.
All you'll need is the edge.
Tipping in coins is a lot more complicated than tucking some bills, but you guys make it work. The lights as you find your seat and you start getting ready to set, the lights go out. And then a single bright spotlight focuses on the stage. And this water genasi comes stepping out of the shadows. Water appears to be like dripping, like she's just covered in like dripping water. Wearing
Dirty
very kind of, but it seems to be exuding from her. As she walks across, the sheer white gown is just clinging to her skin, and she comes forward to the stage and like looks around and locks eyes with Void.
Nanashi, but yes.
Well, sorry, Nanashi. I just rolled and see who was selecting, and focuses on you. And the eyes start to smolder, and she starts singing this very deep, sensuous, naughty song. And as she sings, like she points directly at you and comes down off the stage, and the spotlight follows her, and she like traces her finger around your face and through your hair and sits in your lap, and then looks over and notices Nemeia. And for a moment you see like she catches like loses her focus on the song, but then brings it back, and she just almost a siren song, and you just find yourself pulled in to this music. Make a charisma saving throw, Void, or Nanashi.
Nanashi.
Here, man.
Probably a fail, as would make sense in this moment. 11.
You are completely caught up in her song and in her vibe. She's not charming you, she's not possessing you, but it is just so you're enraptured. And she just somehow knows all the right places to touch and to brush. And nothing is overtly, she's not grinding, she's not being overtly disgusting. You're not disgusting, that's the wrong word, but she's not being overtly, she's being very...
She's keeping it classy.
She's being very, what if?
Yeah.
What if I did this? What if I... It's all about the...
Colin, you win.
That's the next song. She's being very suggestive, and you are, yes, suggest further. Especially as Nanashi, you are into this.
Nanashi, like as like the finger tracing is happening, seeing that like smoldering look, Nanashi like shifts to do like a little fire genasi, kind of like crackling, burnt, smoldering skin. We could make some steam after the show.
Make a persuasion check with advantage. The music is killing me.
I made this
It's
playlist
so good.
knowing that it might be relevant. 16.
Let's see what she does here. He like literally does that giggle. Like completely out of character from what she's been portraying, and just before she comes back, and
Ooh, don't break character. Save the breaking for later.
she just puts a finger on your lips, and then she starts backing away, swaying, hips moving suggestively, working what her mama gave her. As she goes back up and finishes the song, the lights go out for just a brief second, and when they come back on, she's gone.
Before anything else can happen, Nemeia is going to run to the side of the stage and sort of disappear behind it, shocking all the backstage people that work the lights and the curtains. And then, even though she's in like her adventuring gear right now, she grabs the curtains, rips them open, and walks to front and center stage as one of the beam of lights focuses on her. Her wings are open, semi-relaxed, very casual, not like how the heroes are familiar with her at all. Ladies and gentlemen, spread the word.
There you are. We lost you for a solid
just- yeah, you
10
just-
seconds.
All we heard was, ladies and gentlemen, Gone. Spread the word.
Oh no,
That
my
is-
mic. Okay, my
Yeah.
mic cut. Oh no.
It was your whole camera.
Damn it.
You just have to say it again.
You have to now.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, the Tempest is back for one night only. It is a storm you are not going to want to hide from. Tell your friends. Tell your family. One night.
You will get wet. Got him.
No. For those that know me, know what we're in for, and one wing opens as a hand goes out. For those that don't, mirrors the action. You're in for a show. Turns around, her tail cracks like a whip, and she disappears back again. And she's gone for like a solid 5 minutes before she creeps back to the table. Are you fucking happy now?
Void starts like a cheer at the disappear, like,
Oh my god, this is the greatest day of my life.
isn't it?
Shortly after Nemeia returns to the table, you see Misty, now dressed in just very much casual clothes. She's got her hair tied back like in a ponytail. Hi, I'm Misty. It's nice to meet you all.
It's nice to meet you as well.
Hi, Misty.
Hi, Typhane. You're so pretty.
Thanks.
I missed you. I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't send word that I was okay. Lots of things happened. I made new friends, although I am reconsidering what I'm calling them now.
Maybe you should introduce me. And she like kind of looks over at Nanashi. I'd love to be introduced.
You call them best friends.
Oh,
Mhm.
best friends.
Yes.
The greatest. The dark and broody one is H.E.R.O.E.S, and the platinum flirt is Nanashi.
Misty, nice to meet you all. Do you have a place to stay? And she like starts
Yes.
scooting over like up against Nanashi and like kind of hip checking to sit next to her a little bit.
No, she scoots over, yeah.
And she just like leans into you a little bit. You have a place to stay?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Thank you, though.
Yeah, because you could have stayed with me if you needed to. I have a big enough bed. I mean, there's room that you could have stayed.
Is my room still available, or has that been filled?
It's well, it's been Flora looks over. It's okay, dear. When you were gone for so long, we did have to bring in another entertainer, as I mentioned. If you were to be returning, we would of course return your room to you because, well, let's face it, you are the Tempest, and it is yours to reclaim, as you were. But currently, it is occupied, but it doesn't have to stay that way.
I'm not going to force someone out of a job.
Well, I mean, if you're investing, we might expand, and who says we're forcing anyone? We might be hiring again.
This is not going in the direction I thought it was.
Which direction were you hoping it would go in, dear?
Hopefully horizontal.
Oh my god.
Misty just turns bright red, but with the blue, it kind of turns into like a purplish in her cheeks. Laura's like, I like this one.
Of course, with the wings, vertical's not out of the question either.
Nemeia goes bright pink. I was hoping just to come in, say hi, I'm alive, and go again.
Oh, well. That is acceptable as well, I suppose.
Oh, Flora, a quick question, and then we should get going. I think, isn't it Ix's turn after Misty?
Actually, she's called out sick tonight. She's not feeling well. She's upstairs sleeping, I believe.
Oh, poor darling.
Yes.
Well, anyway.
Did you want to check on her? Maybe bring her some soup? Or, as she would call it, some soup?
It's not her fault common isn't her first language. She might be good with her tongue, but that's not fair.
I was only teasing, dear, of course. You know Ix is one of my favorites.
Yes. She's very hypnotizing.
And those snitties, I tell you what.
Oh no, I knew.
Oh my god. I love that made.
It's the episode title.
Yep.
Getting some real lusty Argonian maid vibes here.
Yo.
No, it's okay. I hope she feels better, but we better get going. But the question I wanted to ask, would this be a solo performance, or would Eurixis and I perform together again?
What would you prefer?
Depends on what the crowd wants.
I'm sure the crowd will be happy with whatever you give, but I imagine they might like a duet. Maybe start solo and bring Eurixis up, surprise him. That could be fun.
Just make sure he remembers the dance.
I believe he remembers, but I will check with him. Or should I leave it a surprise and just see what happens when you take control?
So much regret.
It's lovely that you're back, dear.
I'm glad someone thinks so.
I believe all of your friends think it's wonderful too.
And judging by the crowd's
Absolutely.
reception, I would also say everyone here is.
I'm very glad you're back, even if it is for only one night. Are you sure you don't want to stay?
Yeah, I've got some other things to do. Thanks,
Okay.
Misty, though.
What about you? And she looks over at you, Nanashi.
I haven't quite decided yet. This place certainly is nice. But I don't want to step in on places I'm not wanted.
Even for one night?
Oh, anything could happen for one night.
Glad you think so.
Yeah, you would know.
What was that, Typhane?
Well,
Nothing.
No, that wasn't nothing. Nothing you say is nothing.
Nope, that was nothing. Anyway,
well then.
Misty,
tomorrow.
amazing performance.
Thank
tomorrow?
you. Tomorrow for your performance, dear.
Oh, shit. I was hoping for the next night.
Oh, well, I suppose we can do that. It'll give us more time to spread the word, after all.
Yep, cool.
Ooh, maybe
Great,
we can
okay.
invite the council. I'm sure they would love a show.
Yes.
No, they'd be busy, surely.
Oh, well, you never know.
With the
unless you
death of the
invite.
king and everything?
That is true.
It would be rude not to ask, especially with all that's going on.
Certainly.
Yes, I mean, I couldn't agree more.
I hate you all so much.
And with the death of the king, they might need a good cheering up.
Yes, exactly. It's a, what's the word? Well, like you said, cheering up. It's a real mood booster.
Mm-hmm.
Really elevate their spirits.
With the other thing being elevated.
Get them excited for public service once again. Gonna really get a rise out of them, I believe.
It's so hard being on the council. They deserve a one night little fun.
I think it's really gonna want to, just really whet their appetite for more.
Mm-hmm. They'll truly get the thrust of what the economy is down here in Saison.
It really is good to go down amongst the common folks every once in a while.
How long?
It's just the rest of the episode.
This is the rest of the just volleying euphemisms back and forth.
It's like 45 minutes passes. Okay, last one.
Yeah.
Okay, no, last one. Okay, well,
They're gonna get
secret anymore. But
All right.
we know. Oh boy. Okay, well,
Okay, so
Misty.
2 days. We'll see you then. Okay. And she looks over at you. Now if you want to come back, I'll be here. And if you want to bring the brooding one, I wouldn't say no.
Ooh, he is a tasty piece, isn't he?
What?
I wouldn't know. He's the only one I haven't bitten.
Come again.
What?
His loss.
Walks away.
Of course, is your sword available for night performances?
The two-hander or the short sword?
Let's not worry about measurement just yet.
Chorus is visibly confused about what is being talked about. Euphemism is not his strong suit.
Of course, I'm hitting on you, but you do not have to say yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I'll let you know.
You can say no. It's totally fine.
Do you ever have those moments where you realize you might be passing up on a good opportunity, but you're afraid you might only realize it was a good opportunity afterwards?
That's why my motto has always been, say yes.
That sounds extremely problematic, but...
Unless it's fun. No, also yes.
B, say yes. Well, you don't have to decide right now. Just know that the invite is there. All right, goodbye. And she kind of disappears.
Nanashi sort of does that little brush across. Nanashi had put their arm around her and just does the brush across her shoulders as she leaves.
As you do that, you notice her verbal, and she stumbles for a second, almost lost feeling in her leg for a second.
Oh, no, it should not be that easy. Chorus.
Yes.
This was genuinely me just poking fun at you because I remember what happened when we had that bottle. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Bottle?
You
don't worry about it.
Oh, I forgot. I genuinely forgot Flora was still here.
Flora, a shot, please.
She
Flora at the bar.
Sounds like there's a story.
There is a story, but if you don't
Not a
mind,
happy
if it's not happy, and would it be okay if I talk to my friend in private for just a little bit?
Of course. I will leave you to your business.
Thank you so much, Flora.
Leaves and goes back to tending the Petal's due.
Tell me more about this maybe regret stuff. I'm interested.
No. Oh god. Well, I mean, we've covered this a little bit. That I'm not the greatest with relationships or friends or lovers or anything like that. I think the closest I've ever gotten is stabbing, and that's not in the fun way.
Not the fun way.
No. No, well, I mean, to each their own, whatever you're into. But, yeah, I mean, it's I've been a little preoccupied with the whole killing the gods thing. A lot of people don't really take to that so well.
I could imagine so. Even if people aren't religious, that's probably going to put them off just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, and I also, like, I lived alone for a very long time.
But to say you might regret it means you want to?
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, you never have those moments where you're like, oh, I should have done that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've missed a golden opportunity here, kind of thing, you know. It's like, you walk past something in a store and you're like, oh, I should buy that, and then you go back and it's gone. It's kind of the same feeling here, you know. I'm not sure that it's the right answer, but also, this is a very interesting situation. I'm also a little flustered by everything that is happening here. Yeah, you know, I don't know. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we theoretically share an adventuring company. I'm not going to go too far away anytime soon.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's...
Or were you sort of hoping for the combo deal with Misty? Because that does sound very
Oh,
interesting.
no. I mean, I don't know what I don't know. It's a little intimidating.
And if you wanted to pretend it wasn't me, you know, secret's safe with me, and I have no problem wearing other faces.
That's not a problem. More so just... I don't know. Well, Nemeia, when is your show? You're muted.
She's 2 shots deep at the bar.
Amazing. Whoa.
No running from this one.
Yep, that distraction didn't work.
What distraction?
Wolves. Don't worry about it. Go back to your drink. Also...
No, it's done.
Bring me one.
Flora!
Of course, I'm messing with you more than anything. I'm just...
No, I'm very aware. I know.
I'm
I know what's going
morbidly
on.
curious about you.
Well, hopefully not
Wait,
too morbid.
What did I miss?
No, see, I thought you said something earlier and you said it was nothing, so why should I repeat what I said?
Touché.
See, this is why you scare me. Both of you. You're too quick with your whole holding things against people.
I like to hold things against people, but not in the rough way.
I knew what I was saying as I was saying it.
Yes, you
I was
did.
just waiting.
Well, I'm glad Nanashi said that, because don't know if you would have handled me saying it.
Me?
Either of you.
You can be honest with us.
Sure.
I am. I'm nervous to be here.
I wasn't, but I am now.
Why?
I feel like I've lost grasp on this conversation. This has gone a lot farther than I thought it was going to with my... Nanashi, I'll let you know. And, Nemeia, good luck with your performance. And Quoras is gonna go to the bar and take a drink.
Sounds good.
Let you know. You know what? Don't want to know.
Typhane, would it help if I changed my face?
I don't care what face you wear.
And I shift
I never
into the void face. I'll shift
Are you
into
still
the
in
void
Nanashi's
face.
body?
No, the Nanashi body also recedes, so I'm just in full void now. That would be funny. Nemeia, I really hope I didn't offend you at all. I'm being playful, and I hope I didn't intrude on anything that I shouldn't be. I was curious about this place and wanted to see what it was like.
No, it's fine. I've mentioned it a couple of times. H.E.R.O.E.S has mentioned it a couple of times. I hope satisfaction brought you back.
It did.
Okay.
What did
Well-
you say and why?
Taylor has legitimately forgotten what I've said.
Oh, you said something along the lines
Oh,
of
was it like, oh, you would know?
You would know, yeah, do anything for one night, you would know.
Oh, that was... That was Typhon, not me. This place doesn't exactly bring out the best of me.
Ooh, you have personas too.
Yeah,
Kind of.
Typhon. Kind of. Not as complicated or as complex or as interesting as yours, but
Yeah. Nanashi's not that complex. Really, I feel like I struck a nerve and that wasn't my intent. I was just having good fun. Or trying to.
it's fine. Honestly, don't worry about it. But,
Okay.
while Chorus is drowning his confusion, and if he keeps that up, he's probably going to end up meeting H.E.R.O.E. You see that? You see that really big Leonin over there?
Ooh.
And she's actually even bigger than Nemeia. While Nemeia is ripped, this Leonin is shredded. But she's wearing simple. She's just wearing simple coloured, simple and sandy coloured shirts and like a wraparound boob tube type thing. Very, very modest. No,
Call those
not
tube
modest,
tops.
but like everything's still covered. Like she's very much the whole dommy mummy.
Mm.
We bring it back to the wraparound.
Back to the wraparound.
Yep, there it is.
We wrapped around again.
Nailed it.
Yeah, we call those tube tops, by the way.
Oh.
Boob tube sound like something
Australia.
Nemeia uses for Alicia.
Nope. Anyway, well, oh my god. I actually wanted to ask you something.
Ask away.
Did you? Can we go back to the Temple of Ishki?
Yeah. Yeah. Right now?
Yeah. I'm not performing tonight,
No,
and word's gonna spread like absolute wildfire, and I don't really want to be swamped here.
Get out of the place where you'll be recognized as a celebrity. Totally, yeah. Let's go to the temple.
Especially now I don't have a bounty on my head.
That part does help. Mm-hmm.
Horace, are you good?
Oh, so good.
Just
Of course, is multiple shots down.
okay. If Akote, total dommy mummy. She's working tonight. The Leonin in the back. She's sort of like the mother of everyone. Or I don't know. I don't know what you're into. There's Ko. He's a
Chorus
satyr.
is fully turned back and is facing away from Nemeia now and has ordered 2 more shots.
Okay, look, just be careful. Don't drink too many.
All right.
Like you conscious tonight.
Nope.
Don't
All
want
right.
to drag you out.
No, you're good. I'm fairly certain I've done more dragging in this group than anyone else.
Okay, no need to brag. Pretty sure I outdrank you too.
Not ninth of that bottle.
No, but with the Orc's blood, I did.
Yeah.
Chorus was fine. It was
Because you used
Void and
magic.
I'm the only one who's been passed out by alcohol. Yes.
No,
No.
Edie passed out.
Edie also
Edie
did
did,
pass
yeah.
out, yeah.
And so did our good
Oh.
paladin friend.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
Oh yeah.
That started
Well-
out. You guys started off so strong.
We did.
We really did. Well, Void and I are going to go to the Yushki Temple if you wanted to join, or if you wanted to stay here and have some fun, or maybe find Edie. She's been sneaking off a lot.
Yeah, I hope she's okay.
You're good to go. I'll stick around here.
Have fun. Be safe.
The two of you leave, headed towards the temple district. When that happens, Quoras, you take off yourself.
Cool. So Chorus, a little drunk, a little confused, and a little uncertain after his conversation with Alma, is going to, trailing fairly far behind where Void and Nemeia would be, go to the Temple of Matrix.
Okay. As you arrive at the Temple of Matrix, what do you want to do?
Can't remember what we did, how this temple. This is like the big all.
It's very like
stone.
fortressy. It's
Yeah.
very defense oriented. Yeah, and this is where you met Galandan.
Yeah.
Yep. Another water genasi. Different vibes.
Chorus is, if he's allowed to keep his sword, which I would assume he is, he goes in and finds a little corner. Not like an official area or anything, but just like somewhere he can kind of be away from everyone and alone, and pulls out a eulogy. I
don't know if you're in there. Hello, Matrix. Like, all right, yeah, this is about what I expected. Look, I'm not sure that I've been doing the right thing, but I also wonder if I'm too far down this road to come back. You've really messed me up with this whole making the sword glow thing. I'm assuming that's you. I thought you were gone. And I'm a little drunk as well, so that probably doesn't help. Wow, I'm really bad at this. I'm really out of practice. I don't know. The last time I was alone with my thoughts and with this sword, God, Void would have had a heyday with that. Look, I saw something. I don't know if that was you. I don't know what was going on there. But if you've got something to say to me, I don't know. I guess I'm listening. And if you are surprised by the fact that I'm listening, you can put in a good word with Alma's god, I guess. Let him know that she's the one who convinced me to try this again.
Make a religion check.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I'm very bad at religion. All right. Ooh, that is a 15.
Dice tell stories.
You feel something. You can't place it. It feels strange but familiar. Like something is trying to reach out. But again, like that, like you said, you're awkward at this. It feels like the connection is, it feels like there's an attempt to connect. But maybe needs a little more fidgeting to fine tune it. But you feel something that you haven't felt maybe ever, but at least in a long time. But it feels distant, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's about what I expected. Well, if you're ever ready to talk, I'll be here to listen.
And Quoras is gonna leave and go back to the bar and continue to drink.
Back to the Petal's due.
Amazing.
Love it.
Okay. I think before we go to the, what do you guys want to do at the Temple of Ishki? For time's sake, we're getting close to where we should be wrapping up. Is this something that'll take a little bit longer? It'd be good to pick up at going into the Temple of Ishki next week?
Nemeia just wants to talk to Ishki.
Okay. Then we can do that.
I did want to talk on the way, but also yes. Or
Yeah, go
on
ahead.
the way back. Either way.
Yeah, go ahead. So you guys are heading to the temple.
I'm glad you wanted to go back.
Yeah. Ishki was the first god that ever actually answered me.
Hey, that's something.
Yeah, so I just want to see if there's anything else they can tell me.
They are the secret keeper, so if there's something to tell, they'll have it.
Yeah, but just because someone has a secret doesn't mean they're going to tell it.
True. But Revelation is both Balm and Bane, and I would hope Ishki knows that you are in need of some balms right now.
Yeah, so, I don't know, Alma seems pretty connected to her god, and I know you're quite close with yours. I grew up in a household worshipping Aruna and got nothing, so I felt really disconnected. So it was nice to know that it's not me.
I
solved their riddle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really cool. I liked that.
It was easier than yours.
I had more time to put mine together. I just gotta rattle those off all the time.
Yeah, you're really good at them. Leave me very confused sometimes.
I'm gonna try to be better. I meant that. That was not just banter with Stedd. I mean that I'm gonna try and be a little bit more, not honest, but transparent.
With Stedd.
Oh, in the middle of the fight, I said something about he was responding to your truth ring, and he was being very vague in his answers. It was very frustrating, I think, for all of us. Yeah.
Oh.
I kind of got that.
In the prison.
You
Okay.
you said no, not in the prison. This was in the basement, and you said that like this is what it's like talking to me.
Use the ring on him.
Yeah, you did. You used it on Stedd Prime, and then he started answering really vague, roundabout ways. And I asked, "Is this what it's like talking to me?" And you said, "Yep."
Oh, okay. Taylor doesn't recall, but cool.
You're caught up to speed.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm just gonna try and be better about that.
I appreciate that. Your magic, does that come from Ishki like a cleric's does, or were you born with it?
Like a cleric's does. What I do with my face and body, that's mine. But a lot of people think that we were blessed by Ishki specifically to not have any one face. Be always mysteries.
Pretty cool that you get to be whoever you want.
It has its drawbacks. You get to be whoever you want, but then you maybe don't actually know who you are.
Half the fun of finding out.
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, we're here.
Mm-hmm. If you don't mind,
Siblings first.
I'll go in. Okay. I'll go into the temple.
Oh, that was like, you know, you can head in first, but Nemeia will go close behind. And is the, I forget what it's called, the dome vacant? Like, is it accessible for us to...
Yeah, it's open.
Speak into the void? Great. Together or separately? How does this work?
Entirely up to you. I didn't hear anything that happened last time other than your reaction, which was fun and surprising, but you can go in there on your own if you'd like to, if that's more helpful.
No, maybe come in with me?
Sure.
Okay. And close the door, sealing us off in complete silence and darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And May's going to try and reach out with her mind. Ishki? I solved your riddle. What goes up but never comes down? Someone's age.
Silence.
Is that not the answer?
No response.
Goes to verbal. Ishki, the answer to your riddle is your age.
Speak into the silence, and all you hear is the sound of your own voice.
In Void's head, they're gonna say, please, just a little hint. She really needs it.
Not the time.
She's gonna hate that answer.
Life's full of disappointments.
Void, maybe I need to be in here alone?
Maybe, yeah. Let's try that. And I'll leave.
Thank you. Thank you. Ishki? There's more and more desperation coming into my voice.
Nothing.
I have a riddle for you. What comes down but never goes up? My patience for you gods and your fucking games. Why won't you speak with me? What have I done wrong? After getting no response, it's completely soundproof, like no one can hear in or out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm going to burn a rage and go fucking nuts in here. Screaming, roaring, tail slashing. I'm gonna claw at the walls, knock over any candles or little
There's no candles. It is a pitch black.
There's nothing in here.
There's nothing.
I just go nuts on the wall, on the roof, screaming in anger, clawing at everything I can until the inside of this dome is carved up and it's no longer smooth. And then once I've exhausted myself, not to a point of exhaustion,
Back to
Done with that.
3 points of exhaustion.
No, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Breathe, and then take a moment to compose myself, get my emotions back under control, and just wipe my face as best I can. Well, I'm glad we have that settled. And I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna leave the door open. I don't care who sees in, who sees the destruction I caused. I got my answer, Void.
I feel like
We can go unless you want to stay.
Void knows that Nemeia is like kind of lying, but
She got her answer.
yeah,
No answer is an answer.
Yeah, no answer is an answer, but like because of what Ishki said, and so Void is just giving this like really pained look. I'm sorry. I'll wherever you want to go. That's where I want to go.
Sorry for what?
Doesn't seem like it went well.
Nothing ever does for me, but I keep moving forward.
You're alive. You're with us again.
Mm-hmm. Positives.
Something that went well.
Look, I could use with a bit of a stretch. Can you grow wings and
Oh,
fly?
they will look like wings. They do not work.
What?
And Void like pulls up the little shawl and like wings grow out, reminiscent of Nemeia's, but like purposely a different color. More they're just normal skin tone. They look great, right? They don't actually lift.
Is there any breeze? Like, do you kick up
There's
any dust?
there's
with that?
almost nothing, and like it's beyond just like Void being a like little stick of a strength wise person. It's like the wings sort of like don't bend right, almost like they don't have that same
Like AI
fluid
generated
motion.
hands.
Yeah,
They're
it's
just
like the
not-
AI generate. Like it's just something off about the motion that like a person who doesn't have wings would not notice. A person with wings is like, that's not how those are supposed to move. That's not going to get you anywhere.
Oh,
I am purely
Uh,
aesthetics.
Rude.
no, you're more than that. Never mind.
If you want to fly though, you can. I can walk on my own.
No, I was gonna say, everyone else is busy. Did you want to get something to eat? Don't look at me like that.
I'm just making sure what this meal would be called.
Food? Spaghetti?
Okay. Not dinner.
I mean, it's the evening.
Sure. Anyway, yeah. Let's go get a bite.
Cool.
As you leave the temple, Void, once more you hear, there's a fine line to walk. Balance must be maintained. The mystery can only be revealed when the seeker is ready to hear. But even for gods, there are limits and there are balances that must be maintained.
And their head Void just replies, I know. I was just really hoping she could have something good happen.
Stick with her. And that's where we're going to end today's session. So come back next week when we won't see Quoras.
And Alma gets to find out there are real prostitutes.
Can't see Chorus because he's too busy with Misty
Everybody.
up on the main
Or-
stage.
Or Dami Mommy.
Kote.
Or
Yeah,
Kote.
Dami Mommy.
He's back there drinking. She's like, why
Chorus
don't you
is
come
definitely
make
getting roped into performing.
Yep. Yep.
She's gonna come up. Why don't you make mommy purr?
Yes.
Oh,
Yikes.
jeez. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mommy.
We all get back to the Petals dude, like just randomly, like, hey, we should go. Edie would really go check this out. Now giving
Boris
a
is
final
half
eulogy on the main stage.
So stick around for a raid after this. Well, we are all gonna take our clothes off. All right. With Genuine as our background music.
Oh, God, you changed it.
Love you all. It's been wonderful being back. I missed you all so much. I can't wait to continue our story. Episode 47 next week, which leaves us only a few more episodes away from episode 50.
You said
70.
47. I think you meant 65.
God, I'm drunk, guys.
This is 64. Next
so
week will be
tired.
65.
I really love
We are
that there.
far
That
episodes away from
could not have been
69.
more wrong.
Yeah.
That could not
Literally,
have been at all
Neither
any
did
more
you.
wrong.
neither digit was correct.
I'm so tired. I worked so hard the last few
No,
weeks.
you're good. You're fine. You're
No,
fine. I
you
get
got
it.
it.
I just really. I
pulled
vibe
the
with
bow
that.
back, and the thing hit you
I
straight
rolled
in
a
the
nat
face.
one. I
The
rolled a
bow
nat
flew
one.
forward. You're still holding the arrow.
I rolled the hell out of that nat one.
Incredible.
did.
All right, so 65 next week.
Yeah.
Almost 69. Yeah. We're so close. I think 69 will be our spicy episode.
Oh,
They're not all spicy.
No,
What would you call
This
this?
one got close.
What was
where
this
we're just,
one?
Where we're topless. We'll just be-
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
yeah.
We get the big
Instead
black
of
bars.
cosplay, we'll just be topless.
That should be our Halloween
Oh.
costume. It's just a bunch of black sensor bars over ourselves.
All wearing
Oh my
good
god, can we
tubes.
do that?
Oh yeah,
By
the
the way-
poll was oops all Dustins.
Yeah.
So we were all dressing as Dustin for Halloween. We will all
Fuck
be.
yes.
Haley's already got her costume then. She's
Yeah.
set.
Haley's set.
Wait, all I need to do is get a bald cap because my hair's long enough.
Bearded up.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
Amazing.
I am looking
Maybe.
forward to seeing what happens. All right, guys. So stick around for our raid. Wasn't that the one where we invited you to be guest star? Absolutely. The topless one. Revertables will be topless with us. Even if you're not on screen, you can be topless with us. Just we'll all be topless.
The comfort of your own homes.
Everybody, so yeah.
Oh, natural!
It's so good to see you guys. I'm looking forward to it. So this week, no kicking puppies, but punch a Nazi. That's okay. And otherwise, love yourself, love each other. And until next week, are you ready for more tales?
Always.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Stick around for the raid. Don't go away.
Bye bye now.
Bye.
Bye bye.